Your confidence isn't broken, but it's been bled out by the habits that you've normalized. If every time you feel inconsistent, hesitant, and every win fades fast, and that's not fate or any bullshit like that, but it's actually your system that has been working against you. And today, I'm gonna reveal the 9 habits that are slowly destroying your confidence. Each one looks small, but together they erase your identity, kill momentum, and overall make you a spectator in your own life. And you might ask yourself right now, why does this matter? It matters because confidence isn't just a vibe, it's an operational tool. Without it, you won't approach, you won't lead, you won't speak up, and your future gets decided by men which are stronger than you. And men which are strong have a high sense of confidence. So if you're done letting your potential rot, then lock in. By the end of the video, you know what exactly is killing your confidence and how to take it back. So before I begin, I just released a program for men like you, who want to improve their social skills, intimacy, and overall confidence. Top link in the description, and I'm gonna see you there. Now, habit number 1, not keeping integrity to yourself. Basically, not keeping your promises. So each time you break your promises that you kept to yourself, you're gathering enough proof for your brain not to trust you next time. For example, let's say I promised myself to be consistent in the gym this week, and then all of a sudden, I never even went to the gym once. Then you start feeling like shit. Well, that's actually proof that you actually are avoiding the man that you could potentially be. Your brain is telling you that, you said you're gonna do something and then you didn't, and therefore that shit feeling that you get is actually the result of you breaking your own promises. And let's say you do the opposite of breaking your promises. You actually keep your promises. Therefore, you start to be happier and much more fulfilled and be like, you know what, I trust myself. Your brain's gonna trust you more because why? You got enough proof and evidence that you're trustworthy of keeping your words and sticking up to what's actually good for you. Habit number 2, negative self-talk. Your brain automatically or inevitably believes what's been repeated to it over and over again. And that's called indoctrination. And be careful what you indoctrinate your brain with. So if you keep feeding your brain negative beliefs and perspectives that take away your power, then your brain adapts. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not about dealing with yourself or telling yourself lies or even avoiding the truth. Habit number 3, perfectionism. And I'm guilty of this one too. I've always been that one which has always been trying to be perfect. And whenever you try to be perfect, you don't meet your standard. And being a perfectionist actually comes from setting high standards for yourself. And when you set high standards for yourself, you're keeping promises to yourself that I'm gonna set this goal, and that goal is like too high for you. And what happens? You end up not achieving it. And what happens when you end up not achieving it? You gather proof again that your brain shouldn't trust you again. Basically, you're just taking away your power again. And hear me out. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying you should set super low standards, but have high self-awareness that you should know what your capability is. You should know what you're capable of achieving. Especially I like to use the progressive system rather than setting like too high of like standards and goals, etc., etc. That you'd eventually that you'd fail. Set progressive goals or like milestones that you know that you're gonna achieve. Because when you set too much of a high standard, then you're not gonna achieve it, and overall that correlates to you ruining your confidence and all that. Habit number 4: consistently comparing yourself to others. You need to know the difference between healthy competition and unhealthy competition. Healthy competition is competition which helps you improve, pushes you and gives you drive into progression. But then unhealthy competition is one that is detrimental for you. And let me give you an example. Just like, the social media highlight reels that you always see on Instagram, maybe TikTok, or even YouTube and all that. You get to see someone else's highlight reel, but you don't even have the full grasp of the background or, their upbringing, etc., etc. And another thing is, you can't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. That's definitely just going to be detrimental for you. It's going to take away your power. Number 5, avoiding growth. What's the opposite of confidence? It's insecurity. And insecurities are proof of your unhealed aspects of your life. So if you're not good with women, go out there, get rejected, fumble, do it again, and improve yourself. If you're not good with public speaking, go out there, get humiliated, get laughed at, and improve yourself. Stop skipping the hard stuff. People avoid discomfort or growth basically because it's discomforting. I mean, yeah, it's discomforting, is it? Is it good English? It's discomforting. Anyway, I'm just gonna continue. It's discomforting. Yo man, but just let me know. Is it like is it good English or is this I'm playing with you guys. Just let me know in the comments down below. So a confident man is the one which has experienced discomfort for it. And comfort creates weak men. And confident men aren't weak. they've experienced a healthy level of discomfort to attain that confidence. So habit number 6, not preparing. And this is one habit that destroys your confidence that not a lot of people are talking about. Let me just give you a good example. Let's say I'm about to go public speak. I didn't prepare any notes. I didn't build any familiarity. I didn't just went and did enough reps to go there and build familiarity with public speaking before or any experience in correlation. Then how am I going to be? I'm going to be nervous. I'm going to be all agitated. I'm going to worry more than I'm going to fumble because I didn't do enough preparation. Or let's say I'm going for a fight. If I'm going for a fight, I didn't do enough, preparation. I didn't train. I didn't go to training. I didn't, eat my protein. I didn't, practice my combo moves. I didn't reflect on how the opponent's move is. I didn't reflect on his weaknesses, etc. And I'm going to worry more. Flip. I'm going to lose this fight because I didn't do any preparation. And I mean, sure, I know what you've been telling yourself right now. Well, you can't prepare for everything. Yes, you can't prepare for everything, but prepare for the things that you can prepare for, right? Such as maybe like in the future, if you know that you live in a dangerous environment, just start exercising, start, practicing self-defense moves. And I remember when I was recently, right, I got mugged. Not recently, but maybe like 2 months ago, I got mugged, right, in like somewhere in the streets, where I live around, it's like a dangerous neighborhood, etc. And then I just got worried, flip. You know what, maybe if I could have known how to fight, maybe if I could have known how to deal with that situation, maybe I could have, won that situation, blah, blah, blah. And then I started, getting motivated to go train, to go learn self-defense, etc. I was just only exercising to build muscle, but then I just realized how important it is to actually train yourself for self-defense. Then I actually did that, and then 2 weeks back, I got mugged again, right? I got mugged again in a different sport and all that, and I literally had enough confidence, to actually like fought the guy, to actually know what to do in the situation. Basically, the preparation gave me confidence, and that confidence allowed me to increase my chances in winning in that situation. And just be careful. I didn't tell you to just fight every mugger that you see, because you never know if they're carrying a knife. You never know what they'll be doing. But actually, I just went online and then just consumed some, and I also just downloaded an app, for self defense. I just for these situations, what to do. Maybe if they're carrying a knife, maybe if they're carrying a gun, etc. Just be smart, but prepare smart. And I'm not saying just attack, because maybe who knows, you might actually be shot or something like that. Anyway, let's just carry on. Number 7, seeking external validation. True confidence comes with a backbone, not approval from others. And the fact that you're always seeking from approval for others, or just always minding what other people think about you, that means you don't have any backbone. And true confidence comes with a backbone. Can you act despite other people's approval? Can you do this without minding other people's opinions? I mean, overall, would you allow another person's opinion to dictate how you live your life? True confidence comes with a backbone rather than validation. Validation is actually a form of insecurity. And as I said previously earlier on, what's the opposite of confidence? It's actually insecurity. So be careful. And the only validation that you should get is the validation from your own growth, your own improvement. And if you're willing to take some criticism, make sure it's from someone which is better and much more knowledgeable in the field that you want to improve on. Number 8, too fixated on the past. Whenever you did some sort of mistake or whenever you fucked up, like every other human does, you allow it to control your future in a detrimental way. Because there's 2 ways in which you can allow your past to shape your future. You allow it to just sink you deep and then just dismotivate you. Or number 2, make sure you find from the past experiences. Make sure you find from your mistakes. Make sure you never do them again. Make them a lesson to create a better future. And another thing, whenever there's a terrible experiences that happened in the past, people take the wrong lesson from it. Let's say I got rejected by my crush. Then I'll take this lesson. Hey, maybe girls are not good for me. Maybe this romance thing is not my thing. But actually take away lessons that gain power. They give you power rather than take away your power. If you're just one person which has like a negative perspective of a life and then just chooses to take away the lessons that take away his power, then that's a detriment for you. And basically you just choosing to live a life that's harder rather than a life that's easier. Because let's be honest, life is all about perspectives and what you take away from it. So do you take away the good stuff or you take away the bad stuff? And lastly, number 9, poor attitude. Your attitude around life determines on how you're going to perform. Let me give you like the perfect example. Take Steve and Chris. Steve grew up in a poor family, or they both grew up in poor families. They both grew up in poverty. They've been struggling in life. They've been, and the most difficult adversities that you could think of. But then Steve has a poor attitude. Then Chris has a much more enlightening attitude. It's full of hope. It's full of, hey, there's going to be a better future. Rather than, Steve, who's just, you know what, this actually proof that, we were born to be this way. We were born to just be poor. We were born to be like that, And then he'd be adapting to all these stereotypes, all these, biases and everything like that. But then Chris would be like, you know what, one day I'll just create something out of this. I'll just create lemon out of the lemonade. Wait, I'll just create the lemonade out of the lemons that life has given me. And hope, that fire energy, that gives you confidence. That gives you confidence within yourself. The perspective, okay, there's a better future ahead. That gives you confidence in living, rather than someone who's just doubtful, always skeptical, etc. You're gonna lose power over your life. But someone just get hope and that fire within their eyes or within themselves. They're much more to tackle life with much more confidence and much more, joy and enjoyment. Because let's be honest, you're always going to suffer in life. There's always going to be suffering. In whatever path you take, there's always going to be suffering. But are you choosing to take the right perspective or attitude, or are you just choosing to act like a victim? Just like Steve. Your choice, bro. That's all for the video, and thank you for watching it this far. So make sure to just give me a thumbs up and comment something down in the comments, maybe like a smiley face or some silly emoji. But anyway, I just released a new program. It's called the Progress Essence Circle. It's for men like you, men who are willing to improve their confidence, social skills, and overall intimacy, right? Do the laws of self-improvement. So just join us down, check it out. It's one of the best investments in your life if you want to be socially magnetic and just want to improve your life. Join it down, topic in the description. Thank you for watching this far. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Whew, damn it, that was a straight.